I am getting worse and worse and worse. Oh boy. I don't know if anybody's going to show up tonight because I am so late that I kind of deserve to be a party of one. It really is. It's late for a couple of reasons. Number one, hi Wendy.
I'm not sure I
Um,
understand.
oh my goodness. One of the reasons is hi Sandy. One of the reasons I'm so late tonight is that I let the dogs out just before I came on and they wouldn't come in. So I was waiting for them to come in, trying not to interrupt the video once I get started. And the second thing is I've been trying to upload a video for 2 days. I was having some problems trying to lay in a music track with it using my phone. It just wasn't working. So I had to use a completely different, oh, hi Tink. Hi Rita. I had to use a completely different editing software. And it took me quite a while to learn what the heck I was doing, even on the most perfunctory level. So I just, I only finished a little while ago, and I'll make it live when this thing is over. So I will get that thing finished. It is uploaded, but I just had to wait a little bit to get it finished so that I could actually put it out there. So when this is over, I will go to the computer and I will publish that one. So it will be out. It's been in the making for 2 days and it's crazy. So it was so cold here today. I don't know how it was where you are, but it was cold and I can't stand it. I really can't. The winters are really bothering me more and more every single winter. And it is just not fun for me at all. I'm so ready to be somewhere warmer. Oh, I want to snuggle a little bit. I just let the dogs out, so it was cold there. Very windy in Iowa. They actually said it's going to be really windy here for the next couple of days. I also was looking for my boots today because I had this gut feeling that I was going to need boots soon. And I cannot find them. That's really scary because I put them all in a storage, not a box, it's a soft-sided storage container that I had bought, I think, a few years ago probably on QVC. And it's one of those things where you can put a lot of stuff in it and then you suck the air out of it so you can store a lot more than you typically would. But I don't know where I put it. So I really need to find boots. Otherwise, I'm going to be stuck in the house. Space bags, yeah. It's like a space bag inside of a soft-sided piece of, like a storage box, but soft-sided, if that makes any sense. It's supposedly the kind of thing that you could pile one on top of the other or put it in a closet. You couldn't really put it under a bed unless you really had a very tall bed. But it was a great thing when I could do things and when I could lift things, not so much anymore. So it's not working as well for me as I had hoped. But that's the way it goes. And that should be my biggest problem in life. I had a question today. This is kind of if anybody wants to come in on it. I was thinking about people who've impacted our lives and people who have come into your life at any point. Could have been a significant player in your life. It could be somebody who came in for a very short time. But are there any specific people who have come into your life and really left a huge footprint? And if anything, if it conjures up any memories, let me know. There are kind of three that came up for me immediately when I thought about it. And the first one was a very short incident. Honey, go sit. Go sit, baby girl. Go sit. Go sit. She just came in. I purposely waited. One of them was when I was a young married woman, very young. I had come back on the bus from somewhere. I don't remember. I used to take the bus before I had a car. And there was this young, very handsome man who got on the bus, and he had a walking stick. He was very clearly blind. And he was standing there, and he was doing fine until at one point the bus driver pulled out, and the bus was kind of shaking, and he was going a little bit faster, and he seemed a little bit unsteady. And I got up and I grabbed him and I held on to his hand on the what do you call the pole. He was near the back door, and I asked him where he was going, and it just so happened he was going in the same direction that I was. Hi, Carol. So I got off the bus with him, and I suggested to him, because we lived, hi, Pam. I lived about a block and a half off a very main street, very main. It had two huge, I mean, it was a huge thoroughfare. It was called Queens Boulevard in Queens, and there was so much possibility of getting hurt, and I didn't want anything to happen to him. So I asked him if he wanted to accompany me home. Aunt B is alive and 91. Son of a gun. Good to know. So I wound up, he walked with me to the garage of my building, and I then drove him home. We had a very nice chat. He was just a lovely person. He was in my life for a minute, and I've thought of him so many times over all these years. There have been so many times when he's come up, and I've wondered, it was on your iPad news that she's alive? That is funny. That is really funny. She's talking about Aunt B. What's her name again? Oh, heck, I can't think of her name. Maybe. So, you know, there are little moments like that in life that I think that we have. And I wanted to know if any of you had any of those moments that you can kind of conjure up and you want to share. I mean, I certainly have had others. There was another one that I know you were talking about, Doris Day. Finding Aunt B was a great moment. I think she'll be so happy that you care. That is really, really funny. When you watch, if you decide to watch my next video, I really hope when I edited it, it came out right. Because as I say, who was it that I was talking about? You're talking about the person, that was just a guy who came into my life. She's only 91. Okay, this is getting really screwy. Yeah, I feel as if we're a starburst going off in all different directions at this moment in time. I was just talking about somebody who I met quite accidentally one day on a bus, never to see him again, but he impacted my life tremendously. We had a lovely chat. It was as if we had known each other for a long time. And I was worried about him. I didn't want him to get hurt. So, as I say, it's just somebody who crosses my mind quite often. Your girlfriend, who was your neighbor, had an impact, but she ran Yeah, I would say she had an impact if she ran off with your husband. Yeah, Yeah, that's the kind of impact I'd love to stay away from. That one does not excite me. They took your kids. Oh, God. You don't win any? Oh, I know. I saw that. She sends the packages out with her own zip code. I know. They got married the day after the divorce was final. Used the same attorney. I bet after a while, though, B. Benaderet. No, no, B. Benaderet, no. Aunt B was, what the heck was her name? One Thanksgiving, you took your children to a homeless shelter to help serve dinner. Oh, yes, that's wonderful. Let me see the rest of that. You met a 13-year-old girl who had a new baby. Oh, my. You held him as she ate and was overcome that you pray for them. Yes, there are those people who just stick with us. They just absolutely stick with us. Hi, Kay. Francis Babb? No. I think that's close, though. Um, oh, God, what was her name? Uh, Bavier, that was it. Francis Bavier. Yes, that was it. Absolutely. Your daughter was 11, your son was 15. They moved to another state and her son drowned. Oh, God. Oh, how horrible. Wow. That's quite a price to exact. I mean, another person who had a huge impact on my life, and I've talked about it before. Yeah, that is horrible, and one wonders, well, I don't even want to go there. Then she died? Oh my. Talk about quick karma. Her name is Frances Bavier, right? Yeah. Oh, that's awful. To me, I mean, that would be my worst nightmare. Born 90. Oh, you're still back to Frances Bavier. That's hilarious. Joanne. Oh, wait a second. I missed your comment. Let me get back to it. You worked in the funeral industry, have beautiful memories of how people are so full of love at that time of need of others. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. I had an uncle, and I've talked about him before, so if you know my videos, you would know about my Uncle Harry. He was just a loving, loving soul. He made a little girl, me, feel totally loved just for who I was. I didn't have to be anything special. I didn't have to do anything special. He just loved me unabashedly. He just always picked out the perfect gift. And hey, Sandy, you're really hooked on her, aren't you? You can't seem to get off Frances Bavier. Um, but Harry died when I was 6.5. That it was a great gift. And it's funny when I did the live stream yesterday when we were talking about movies, and suddenly that thing came up, and we were talking about in a message today, talking about the impact. She had a younger son who was 10, older son was 14. Matt gave his life trying to save his younger brother. Oh, that breaks my heart. Oh, that breaks my heart. It really does. Wow. Oh my God. When you hear stories like that, Matt couldn't swim and he did it anyway. Oh my God. So your daughter made you Jell-O, Sandy, and you looked at the box and it expired in 2015. I suspect if you had to have something that was that long expired, that Jell-O probably is not as bad as some other things. I agree. That is absolutely heartbreaking. I cannot even go there mentally. I also think I have a serious mental issue sometimes. I feel the need to watch courtroom drama and, crime shows and all that kind of thing. Carol, your mother is and will always be the one who impacted you the most. Yeah. Yeah, my mother definitely had a huge impact on me as well because she was such a good person. She just was such a good person. Everybody loved her. I think having those people in our lives is such a gift for us. What I started to say before, though, was that talking about the movie Bambi and Dumbo also, and how, they created movies for children in which the characters in the movie lost their parents. You too, Margaret? So I suddenly made a connection because I think Bambi was the first movie I ever saw, and I remembered being devastated when Bambi lost his mother. And I had a fear of losing my mother when I was a child, and I never made the connection until today when we talked about it in chat. So isn't that funny? Oh, yeah. It's hard. It really is very, very hard. It's, yeah. I mean, losing the people who are so meaningful. I know. I know. It's amazing. B. Benaderet, right. And B. Benaderet played that wonderful character on the Lucille Ball show. You lost your mom last year, and I bet you do. I lost my mother back in 1986, and I still miss her to this day. I really do. It's hard. I often say that when we lose people in our lives that we love, we're losing a piece of ourselves along with them. She was. Yeah. We were lucky, those of us who had that kind of experience, because you hear stories and you hear people talk about the fact that they did not have that kind of experience, that they didn't have mothers who loved them or they didn't feel loved. And that's really hard. I was watching something on YouTube today, something that came across my suggested videos. Um, it was a court case, and it was about a mother who had systematically tortured her little 4-year-old child, not quite 5, and then eventually killed her. You lost your mom 6 years ago? Yeah, it's just really hard. When my mother died, hi Myra, when you were 7, yeah, that's really hard. Then you didn't have that. Yeah, I bet. I bet you did, Sandy. It's just it's so hard. It's just, yeah. It took me years after my mother died. I tried many times, but I couldn't do it. It took years for me to open her closet. Well, I opened it many times, but to open it and actually get rid of the clothes, I couldn't bring myself to do it. It was as if by throwing out the clothes or giving them away that I was giving her away, and I couldn't do it. Yes, yeah, I'm sure, Myra. It's very difficult. I think sometimes people who don't have the experience of a mother when they're young and have lost that, that they tend to be really care, or can be very caring mothers themselves when it's their turn, because they missed having that experience. And that is such an important relationship. And when I hear about mothers who just don't, they do. Yeah, they do. Yeah. That's how I felt about mine too, Carol. She was my best friend. She really was. And for a long time afterwards, every time I went to a supermarket to shop, every time I would come toward the end of an aisle, whichever aisle it was, I would feel as if I was just about to see her come racing around toward me from the other aisle, because she used to do that when we went shopping together, and it was something I sorely missed. I remember once going to the supermarket not too long after she died, and all of a sudden in my car there was a very strong scent of flowers, and it came from nowhere. And I thought, oh my God, my mother's in the car with me. And it was very touching. Isn't that nice? That's really nice, Sandy. Both parents within 6 months. I think that's the thing. I think that's really the thing. Yes, I think she was with me. I think the thing is that doesn't matter how old we are, but yeah, it's a gift, Kay, for those of us who had it. I think it doesn't matter how old we are, when we lose our parents, we feel like orphans. We really do. We can be aged orphans, but that's a good question, Carol. Did you have a role model for a mother in your life? I mean, sometimes kids really have a hard time if the father then marries somebody. No, you didn't. Yeah, that's sad. That's sad. Yeah. I remember when I was young married woman. Okay, let's talk about something else. You see white butterflies? Oh, yeah. Did it? Yes. Isn't that amazing? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean for this to get really melancholy, unless you feel that it's helping. If you feel that it's helping, then let's talk about it. But red cardinals, that's really funny. My friend Jackie sees red cardinals also. Yeah, she even has a picture of a cardinal on her car. How's the weather? The weather here is cold. It is cold and it is not fun. It really is not. However, it's supposed to rain a lot tomorrow, and in other places it's supposed to, yeah, yeah, I get it. Um, it's supposed to snow in other places, so I just want winter to be over. What are visitors? Hi, Donna. What did I miss? I missed something. Oh, thanks. This is really funny because this is one of the sweaters I had found in that box. There's nothing wrong with that, Sandy. Um, yeah, this sweater was in a box of things that I had put away and forgotten totally about. Your family, friends. Oh, no, 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 that's okay. Better late than never. Absolutely, Mary. You're always welcome. I can't wait till spring. Oh, I know. I have to tell you, it's it's really bad. I told you I had bought that lemon meringue pie for I got it for Linda when I went there for Christmas, and I thought I'd at least get more than one little piece, but she ate the entire pie. So I have been wanting a pie ever since then. Whoops. Let me see. And this is the pie after I took the first piece out of it. It's 49 degrees there. Yeah, it was in the 30s. I think it was the high 30s, but it felt even lower than that. It was to die for. It really was to die for. The pie is so incredible that I took a second slice. I really did. I shouldn't have done it. I thought I would be able to have enough willpower to take a tiny slice and just have a tiny slice. Yeah. I love lemon meringue pie. I think a lot of it has to do with my grandmother because my grandmother my with coffee that's the first thing I did when I came home. Lemon meringue pie. My grandmother used to make it when I was a child, and she made the best lemon meringue pie. So my memories of it have always been there. And this particular lemon meringue pie that they have at the supermarket here is really delicious. The meringue is very light, very fluffy, and the lemon is just perfect. It's wonderful. After I took the second piece, though, I was intensely nauseous, I must say. What did I have good for dinner? You know what I did? I went out to lunch today with my friend Jackie, and we went to the Greek place that we often go to. I had, it's called spanakopita or spinach pie. It's made with phyllo dough and spinach and feta cheese. Good old Southern lemon icebox pie. No, I haven't. It always comes back to food, right? So I had pea soup because it was so cold. Pea soup with a piece of pita bread, warm, and the spinach pie with a Greek salad. So I ate half the spinach pie and less than half the Greek salad and the pea soup. And then for dinner, I was going to have the rest of the spinach pie, but I stopped at the supermarket ostensibly to try to get the brown bread, which, by the way, what? What? I'm not exactly sure that was that meant to be written that way. um, it just it was really a good lunch. And for dinner, I stopped at the supermarket, so I also picked up. Since I got frozen food, I don't eat frozen food typically. You made homemade ice cream for some guests. You're being poisoned by a box of 2015 expired Jell-O, the pea soup and the and the pita bread. Yeah, it was just really, really good. And I picked up some frozen food because I had it in the fridge last week or the week before when I had nothing left to eat, so I did have something to grab, and I thought it was a pretty good idea. So they had a sale on Stouffer's and Lean Cuisine. So I picked up a few boxes of each. It was 5 for $10. How could you go wrong? So I got what I had today was the Stouffer's. It's turkey with stuffing and mashed potatoes. It's really a joke because I don't have a big appetite. I don't eat a lot at a time. I really don't. I graze. I eat all day, but I don't eat a lot at one time. And what I had done was I ate this thing. It it was tasty enough. It really was. Wasn't overly salty. I checked the sodium on all of it, and it really wasn't bad. But it for a normal person, it's not enough food. But it was a quick way of having dinner before I did this because I wanted to grab something to eat after editing the video and before coming on here. So that's what happened today with the food. But I was definitely, definitely bad with my lemon meringue pie. I have to tell you, when I saw the lemon meringue pie out of the corner of my eye, I was like, is that lemon meringue pie? Because I went searching for it for a couple of weeks and they didn't have it. Try teaching your grandkids to spell, oh, Panagopoulos. Yeah, well, okay. He who cooks carrots and peas in the same pot, unsanitary. Uh-huh. Aw, aw. I like, um, I like all kinds of soup. I like broccoli cheese soup. I like cauliflower soup. I like butternut squash. Um, what else do I love chicken noodle soup. I love soup. A good vegetable soup. I love potato soup. Cream of potato soup is incredible. I keep meaning to make the that vegetable soup for you. I hope the vegetables haven't gone bad. I'll try to make it tomorrow. Oh, I have my first appointment tomorrow. Lobster bisque. Yeah. See, I can't eat any of that stuff. Wait a minute. I missed a couple of things. Oh, I love French onion soup. You're absolutely right. Yep, that's one of my favorites. Lentil soup. Lentil soup is wonderful. Oh, swamp soup. It sounds awful, Meredith. Good old matzo ball soup. I'm with you. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure the soup is good. Don't get me wrong, but swamp soup? I'm allergic to seafood, yes. So I can't have anything like that. You made it for children. Okay. I bought myself a piece of salmon. So you called it swamp soup. There you go. I, yeah, I'm definitely going to try to make that soup tomorrow. I do have to go to the physical therapist tomorrow. So I don't know how, I probably will be in considerable pain at the end of that, I'm guessing. I'm sure it's going to be tiring, to say the least. I heard from a couple of those gentlemen, lentil gives you gas, and a couple of them have wanted to take me out to eat this week. They asked me when I was free, so I could really get 3 meals out if I were so inclined. So I'm not sure how that's going to play out. Yeah, Sandy is the queen of TMI. Yeah, I think there's a lot of that going around. Soup kitchen and a slice of bread. Oh, absolutely. The doggies are good. I look forward to the day that I can just pick the dogs up and put them in the sink and just wash them. Yes, we do. Going to Great Neck. Who's going to Great Neck? Have lentil soup? I actually had lentil soup out recently. I don't remember where it was, but I was someplace and they had soup, and I said, well, what kind do you have? And he mentioned a few, and I said, well, which one would you suggest? And he said, the lentil soup is really good. And I said, okay, because I figured that was nice and healthy. So I thought I would give it a try. And I think the vitamin C worked. I really feel as if poo poo poo. I fended off that cold, so. Oh, okay, that's really good to know. I actually wasn't too enamored of mine the first time I met him either. I really wasn't. Oh, for physical therapy. Yeah, I'm looking forward to going. I'm also really nervous about it. I am definitely feeling better than I was the other day. I truly thought I was coming down with that cold. I felt horrible. I really felt horrible. I kept taking vitamin C and drinking tea, so that was good. But I've gotta get back to being better. I am definitely better with what I'm eating. There's no question. What are they doing tomorrow? You're talking about at physical therapy? I don't know. It's the first time I'm going. Oh, Kathy, but I'm glad you're here. Oh, is physical therapy in Great Neck? No, physical therapy is right here in town. I was very tired for a couple of days. It was bad. Yeah, I guess an evaluation and maybe a little bit. I hope he doesn't do anything too strenuous tomorrow, just because my leg's been bothering me a lot the last several days. But I spent most of the night in bed last night again. I was in the chair for a short while, but I spent most of the night in bed. So that's encouraging. I love sleeping in the bed. I really do. I don't know, it feels cozy. Oh, the sweater, thanks. I started to say before, this is a sweater I've had for years, and I had put it away in a storage box after the winter season was over, 1 year, which is at least a few years ago, and I came across the box. They'll touch range of motion and then have you do strengthening. Yeah, I really want to strengthen that leg. The nice thing about this sweater is it's really nice and warm. It really is. And things have to be very easy maintenance in my world because everything gets thrown into the washing machine and it's got to work. If it doesn't work, it's not for me. But yeah, I like this. And it's got enough colors in it that I really can wear different kinds of things. They may just do an evaluation. Yeah, I'm really not sure, but which reminds me, I better remember to bring the script for it, so he knows exactly what he has to work on. It looks like an 80s sweater. I don't think I have it that long, but I do have it a long time. I do tend to keep my things a very long time. I take good care of things, and we do need color. Yeah, we really do. I love color anyway. Why don't I have a New York accent? I don't know. I don't. I have to tell you, when I've listened to my own videos, I'm horrified by the sound of my voice. The lipstick, the Wonder Pillow. Oh, thanks. The lipstick, once again, it's the same old, same old. It is the liner. It's a Jordana liner, and it is the Laura Geller Love Me Do. Um, Help me, ladies. What's that color called again? I wear it all the time. For some reason, The name Fig Prosecco is coming to mind, but that's not the color. That's the other one. Honey Fizz. That's what it is. Honey Fizz. Joan Rivers really had what? Oh, yeah, I keep my clothes a really long time. Oh, she loves her you're talking about the real My Pillow? Oh, the accent. First of all, I went to performing arts high school. I was an actress many years ago, and voice and diction were part of what I studied when I was very young. I don't think either of my brothers has a New York accent. David certainly doesn't. I don't think anybody in my family does, come to think of it. The Honey Fizz, right. So I think that's part of it. But I have to tell you, the company that owns Laura Geller, they filed Chapter 13. Wow. What what happened? Let me just look. Everyone say a prayer for Kathy's older sister, Karen. She was admitted to the hospital for a bowel blockage. Oh, I definitely will. I'm so sorry. I pray to God it's nothing terrible. Do let us know, Kathy, please. I will definitely say a prayer for her. Sheila, by the way, when I watched your video, I just absolutely cracked up when you said that thing. I hope it's not a blockage. I really hope it's not. Hi, Kathy. Nice to see you here. Yeah, I hope it does too. Avalanche? it just so cracked me up. And you just, I mean, it was a throwaway line. I just couldn't walk away from that one. That was too easy pickings. I could only do it because I love Sheila so much. What was that? Oh, the one that Sheila wanted? Oh, Hourglass, right. You were talking about that. Yeah. Oh, oh, there goes my neck again. I have got to find a better position to do these in. It really, it really hurts. My neck gets stiff. David, watch you shave your legs. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Oh my God, what would I do without you? Oh, that is so, so funny. By the way, I did get that message this morning. I was in the middle of doing something and I had to rush to get ready because I really would have gotten back to you, but it put a big smile on my face. So just know that. My hands are so dry. Oh, that is funny. So what are the details on the dates? Are you talking about my dates? I have now, this one guy, the one who is in his 50s, I don't know. I mean, he keeps contacting me. There's a site for discontinued things. Okay. Um, he keeps getting in touch with me because he's sort of I don't know, pushing me away a little bit because of, some of the things that he's saying. I told him straight out, don't look for, a quickie affair with me. And he said, yeah, we'll get to know each other slowly and then maybe it'll become more or whatever. Well, he wrote to me, I don't remember if it was yesterday or today. He said to me, he said, so are you ready to meet? Are you ready to meet yet? And if there's any chemistry, we can make out like teenagers. Deal or no deal. That's what he wrote. And I wanted to say to him, no deal. Jackie checking her mail. Oh, that's funny, right? Goes like this. So I was, oops. Oh, the message went by too fast. Oh, that's hilarious, Kathy. That is really, really funny. What is it that you're looking for, Sheila? Yeah, the funny thing is, Hazel, it's interesting that you asked that because no, he doesn't have hair. Um, he's bald, as an eagle, um, a bald eagle. Well, he has teeth, I think. Um, and he's really he does. I don't know. I don't know. It just seems to me as if he's really looking for a quickie affair. He has a job. He said he was CEO of a company, but I'm not sure that I believe that. I'm not sure. Um, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to make of it. I guess it can't hurt to meet once and see. I have another issue with him, and that is that he is Facebook friends with some people I work with. That's a little close to home. Sounds suspicious? How so? I'm Diana Ross. Yes. Yeah, your son-in-law's a nice-looking man from the picture that you sent me. I mean, this guy he's not a bad-looking not a bad-looking guy either. Or just a quickie? Or just a quickie what? I don't think I'm in for a quickie anything these days. I don't think I could do a quickie run. Don't drive directly home. Make a few turns. Oh. I don't think I don't get a strange feeling about him. I don't. I really don't. The others, the one I went to breakfast with called me again today, and he would like to take me out to dinner, and he suggested the restaurant that I like a lot. That's funny. Um, so I suggested that he take me out to lunch instead because I said it'll be a lot less expensive for lunch. They have lunch specials at the restaurant. I don't know. Yeah. And the other one is the one who just had some work done on his apartment in the city. He also has a place in Florida. And he had written to me before he went to Florida for, I think, a couple of weeks. And when he came back, he got in touch with me again. He told me he was having some work done at the apartment. Exactly. Exactly. Um, with the CEO, you think? I don't know. I don't know. Let me see if I can. Oh God, there's that pie again. I was gonna look for him, but the pie intervened. Oh yeah, the guy from OTB. He still keeps talking about OTB. Oh, okay. Take care, Meredith. It was great seeing you. Let me see if I can find him on here so I can tell you. This is probably not a cool thing for me to do. All right, let me, let's see. Oh no, just bear with me for a minute. Where is it? Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. I asked him how he found my name at one point. Okay, what he had said, I know, doesn't it look good? What he had said at one point is that my name populated on my profile in parentheses, assuming once members exchange messages, this outcome occurs. And he wrote, I'm exceedingly straightforward and genuine, not seeking to get married anytime soon. Hectic business schedule limits ability for serious dating. Seeking an arrangement built on honesty, lack of drama, fun, and adventure. I assume the age difference is not an issue. I'm most attracted and drawn to older women. Nothing but amazing experiences. We have the OTB guy, the quickie guy, and I'm doing my apartment guy. Exactly. And then the guy from Rhode Island with the um, the romantic soul. Anyway, so he wrote, "You're beautiful for any age. If you find this type of arrangement hanging out with a hot, younger, and chivalrous gentleman, you crave vinegar." Sounds kinky. Well, I mean, I wrote back and I said, "Listen, I don't know what I'm looking for, but what I'm not looking for is a casual affair. That's not me." Um, he kept writing after that, happy Friday, hello, beautiful. And then he wrote this thing, so do you want to meet? If there's any chemistry, let's make out like teenagers. And then he goes, XOXO, sounds good to me. Deal or no deal? And then I didn't answer it. So he wrote again today, happy Monday, my lovely. I'm waiting on bated breath to hear from you. Okay, so let's see what it says about him. Go away. Oh, go away. What is this garbage? Close. Go away. What the heck is this? Oh, it won't let me click off this bloody thing. What the hell? What the hell? Oh my goodness. I lost the page I was on. How do you like that? Oh, there it is. Let me get back on. What? Oh, this is very weird. Oh, now it doesn't have my... Okay. Oops. Just bear with me for a minute. He's a horn dog. The older men are not like that. I wait with bated breath, exactly. Wait a minute. You think you'd keep him waiting? What is this? That is so weird. It kicked me out after giving me this crazy thing. You think he's a perv? Something really weird just happened on the site. I don't know why. That is very strange. Let me try this again. Let's see. It's doing it again. We would like to thank you for your loyalty, blah, blah, blah. Good luck. This is very weird. I don't know what's going on here, but I'm not going to try to get on there again now. That guy you went out with was 67. He's the one who was so proud. He woke up aroused. He woke up aroused and wanted to send you pictures of it. Oh, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. Oh my God. Tell him that I'd love to meet with him, but I want to make sure he knows you have herpes. Yeah. I know, that's the thing that bothers me. It really bothers me that, because if you don't know somebody and you're trying to get their attention, it's not the way to get my attention. I mean, I like to think I'm a little classier than that. So, yeah. But I'm more arrangement, exactly. Yeah. Oh, he doesn't have my phone number. He doesn't have my phone number at all. Yeah, I would only spend time with a gentleman. There's no way in hell that I would get involved with anybody who is less. Um, yeah, I don't, it's not who I am, never was. I mean, even when I was young, it's not who I was. So that's not anything that I would be inclined to get involved with. Yeah. And that's why when he first wrote that and said arrangement, I was, this is not what I'm looking for. This is just not what I'm looking for at all. And again, I don't know what I'm looking for, but I know that's not what I'm looking for. It's getting my attention, that's true. Yeah. Chandelier swinging, right? But this guy, he's the youngest of the group. He really is, and he's making me feel really uncomfortable. There's something about him that I'm not quite ready to totally say, "Aw, thanks, Kay." That's what I'm looking for. A good, kind, caring person with a sense of humor, if possible, if there is such an animal. I love to see the humor in life because life can really weigh you down if you don't. You're gonna send me Ben Gay. Thanks a lot. Support takes time in this world, so just hang in there. Um, so yeah, a sense of humor is absolutely the most important. It is. And when I was young, I thought the most important thing was that he could dance. Go figure. Is that funny? That was hugely important to me in a guy that I was seeing or involved with. He had to be good looking and he had to be able to dance. Yeah, well, it is what it is. Yes, I know. I kind of thought about that too. I mean, I just yeah, he's got the wrong gal. I mean, I just that is not who I am. That is just not who I am. I'm an old-fashioned gal. I really am. Yeah, I think he is macho. I think that's the truth. And who knows what his situation is. I had wanted to show it to you, but whatever the heck was happening with that site, telling me it wanted to give me um, a Walmart card. Oh, maybe. There's one guy on here who looked really great, but I'm sure he's not real. I'm sure it's one of those phony things. Oh, this guy is writing to me again. This guy has written to me about 5 times already. Good looking, tone deaf, and two left legs. Okay. Yeah, and this guy, he's not too original, and he's written to me I think 6 or 7 times already, this other guy. And all right, tonight he wrote good evening. Mm. And then last time he wrote, you're going to have to stop doing that, or I'm going to have to just stop doing that, please. It's not the place to do that. Okay. Um, yeah, the last time he wrote, okay, have a good night's sleep, and I will chat with you in the morning at some point. That person said they were 14. Okay. Um, yeah, so this, I mean, just writing things like Happy New Year. I guess I missed you last night. Stay in touch, things like that. So it is what it is. But, you know, I'll explore it to whatever. I used to like chopped liver, actually. I really did. I saw a piece of liver in some supermarket. Um, okay, this is I don't know who you are, but I have a feeling whoever you are is not who you say you are. So that's good idea. Okay. Where is everybody? Good night. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, it's over an hour already. Yeah, I'm not actually going to yeah, I think if it continues for sure. Really? Yeah. Yeah, I used to really like that. I used to like to make liver with loads of fried onions. Really? Veal Parmesan? Yeah, I used to like it, but I haven't had it in a very long time. So, yeah, things change, our tastes change in so many things as years go by. Yeah, I suspect so. You know how it is. I mean, it's been a while since she's away from Ben Gay. No. Yeah. Yeah, I used to make really nice liver just with onions all over it. It was so good. It was a good cheap meal, right? Yeah. Okay, I think I'm going to end this a little bit early tonight because I want to get that other video up. It is uploaded. Really? Yeah, no, that, I mean, you have to have a taste for it. You really do. And it depends. And some people would make it very, very dried out. So, no, that's okay. Just enjoy your evening. Um, okay. Oh, oh yeah, that would do it for me. I have to tell you, there was, um, good night, Kay. There was a butcher that I used to use many, many years ago when I was in an apartment, and one day I went in there and there was a little lamb's head on the thing. That was it. I was done. Yeah. And so it goes. Okay, everybody, leg of lamb. Every time I think of leg of lamb, I think of that TV show where she killed her husband with the leg of lamb and then fed it to the policemen when they came to check and see if they could find the weapon. So that's my association with a leg of lamb. So, okay. On that note, everybody, have a good night, and I will see you next time. And great talk, as always. And I'm going to go finish doing the other one. And excuse me. I'll see you soon. Take care, everybody.